What's up, Wanderers? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a little bit. As you can see, we're in my own garage. Finally bought our house. My wife and I closed on our house end of the year, so we're finally back into the swing of things. And today we have a special video. So for all you guys that have oversized tires on your 3rd gen Tacoma, 2nd gen Tacoma, C4 Fabrication has came up with a solution for having fender liners, because when trimming those fenders, you get rid of those fender liners. So C4 has an oversized tire fitment kit that they sent over to us. So we're gonna dive on in and show you guys those fender liners. So just wanted to show real quick the inside of this box, how everything is very well packaged. Let's dive in to see what the fender trim kit looks like. Now that we've taken a look to see what's inside that box, we are going to work on adding our edge trim to our fender liners here. So first things first, C4 Fabrication is super nice enough to give you guys these templates. They show driver and passenger, so you can set these stickers on your fender flares here, trim your fenders. If you guys have been following along the channel, you already know that we've trimmed our fenders up and we've removed our fender liner. So basically that hard part is done, thanks Tyler, and we are going to work on installing the fender liners here. So first things first, we're gonna work on our brackets that help us install our fender liners. C4 Fabrication is nice enough to designate it as passenger side or driver side. Driver side will say D, but we'll show you guys how we install these. Basically, there's 2 bolts right back here for this first bracket here. Basically, it's 12 millimeter bolt. We're going to loosen up this top bolt. We'll slide this guy in, and then this piece right here will lay directly on that bottom bolt there. So let's go ahead and do that. Next up, we're going to install the top bolt here, which will connect to this guy, which is a 10 millimeter bolt. Hopefully you guys have some 10 millimeter wrenches around somewhere. I know a lot of guys lose them. So we'll just loosen this guy up and install this guy right on top. Once you guys have those brackets installed, we can go ahead and install the first piece of this fender liner. C4 Fabrication is nice enough to send you this awesome edge trim, so you guys will have to cut that to size on all pieces to fit into place, and then also install the logo, if wanted, in the bottom half of the fender liner here. So take your time with this. This will take a few tries to get it in here perfectly. You're also gonna want to, if stuff doesn't line up on these brackets, you'll want to loosen them and adjust them up and down wherever you want, just to fit into these 2 holes on the fender liner itself. Once you guys got your holes lined up, we will install the provided hardware and tighten into place. Next, with our provided hardware here, I've raised this up, but there is going to be an L bracket on top of this fender liner that you're gonna line up with this hole on both sides. Now, keep in mind on the driver's side, there's a little indent on this side with the spacer that you'll want to put the black spacer in between the L bracket and this, but we're going to bring this guy back down, throw the bolt through, and tighten it up. Now with our next L bracket, you'll have 2 of these in this kit. We're gonna use our provided hardware, throw 1 bolt through here with the nut on one side, and then we're going to throw another hex bolt through here so that you guys can have this bracket support the fender liners on your Tacoma. Next up, we're going to use our provided bracket and set it on the inside of the upper fender liner. That way that we can connect this second half of the fender liner through these bolts right here. All right, now on these fender liners, a lot of people may think that they go this way to kind of finish off the curve. Well, wherever this fender trim is, and this bracket will be facing down. So we're actually going to place it this way so that it lines up right over here for our next portion so that we can drill into place. All right, next up is everyone's favorite part about drilling into a very expensive truck, is drilling holes into spaces that don't have holes intended for them. So basically with this fender liner, we're gonna take our bolts here, we're gonna drill 2 holes on the left bracket and then install the hardware so everything is tight and secure underneath your Tacoma. Well, there you guys have it on the C4 Fabrication Ender fender liner install. There you guys have it on the install of the C4 Fabrications fender liner. You guys are going to repeat those same steps on the other side of this fender liner and install it correctly. If you guys are just installing those fender liners, I'd say account for maybe an hour, hour and a half to install them. If you guys are doing your fender trim too, you'll probably account for a few more hours with that as well. But super straightforward install. As you can see, it was super simple on both sides there. All the required hardware is there. So all that's left is seeing how well it lasts up to mud, terrain, snow, all that jazz. But so far, super happy with this. I know a lot of guys hate trimming their fenders without having that fender liner there. So C4, thank you for making a great product that kind of fixes those flaws in trimming your fenders there. Hopefully you guys liked that video, and if you're new to the channel, make sure that you guys subscribe, check out all of our overland adventures and more. Until next time, we'll be wandering.